Hi, I'm Lauren. I am a 26-year-old artist from Liverpool and I make work about being working class. 3 months ago, I started a postcard club where I send people a postcard and a zine full of politics, news, collaborations with other working class artists. And it's £5 because I want to make art accessible and affordable. It's just one of my missions is to make art accessible. And this month I wrote about community. It is called Community is Resistance, and I was really inspired while making this, and I thought, why not make a video deep diving into some of the topics that I talk about in here. To me, art should be accessible. I know there's a lot of people online who may disagree with that and say art is a luxury, but I think working class people deserve to have a space in the art world and should feel represented. So that is what I'm on a mission to do. So part of the Community is Resistance zine, I wrote a little about the Chinese community in Liverpool. So this is a piece of work that I actually made sometime last year, potentially in summer, and it is a photograph of my local Chinese, and I scanned in their menu and overlaid it on there. So that is the postcard I included in this month's postcard club. I thought it tied in really well with the theme. So there's a lot in this scene. I wrote, as you first open it, I wrote a lot about Reform UK, Nigel Farage, all that nasty business, and how Reform UK aren't going to benefit working class people in Britain at all. There was a collection of photographs I've taken over the month. There's this page, which is, I guess, self-explanatory. I wrote about the Public Order Act that the Tories are trying to put through, which is gonna hinder our chance and right to protest. And then I wrote about the postcard that I featured in this month's zine. And then I also have a working class artist highlight where I like to include all different art. I have a poem, some prints. What else is in here? I have this other painting, all different working class artists up and down the country. And one last one, I had some little stacks. And then next month we are going to be talking about the chav, or the death of the chav, the rise of the local, that kind of stuff. Right, we are switching over to a voiceover because I thought I would show some people who may not be familiar what a British Chinese looks like, what a good one looks like. Noodles, salt and pepper chips, salt and pepper chicken, sweet and sour chicken, fried rice and a curry sauce. This is an absolute classic, and anyone that disagrees is just, you're wrong. Sorry, you can't beat this. So Liverpool actually has one of the oldest established Chinese communities in the entirety of Europe, which is absolutely insane. The trade links between China and Britain via the ports of Shanghai and Liverpool were instrumental in the establishment of a Chinese community within the city. The main trading goods back in the day were silk and cotton wool. Obviously there's a whole ton of history I'm not going to delve into in this video. This video is specifically about the food. It was actually in the 60s that salt and pepper chips and chicken came about. The dish was invented by Chinese immigrant-owned fish and chip shops in Liverpool, and it's a fusion of Chinese and British cuisine. It is primarily eaten in Northern England and Scotland, but it's spread all over the country now. Its popularity is particularly high in Liverpool though. Something really unique about Liverpool is that almost all of our chippies are Chinese owned, and they sell both British fish and chips and Chinese food. That was something I found really strange when I went to Leeds for university, because I couldn't get a decent chippy anywhere. The Chinese places I did find sold like oven fries, which I was not used to, because in Liverpool you get chippy chips with your Chinese. Chinatown in Liverpool used to be a bustling area, but because of years of austerity and cuts from the Tories, these communities are suffering. Don't get me wrong, there's a little bit more bustle and excitement later in the evening when things are open a little bit more, but it definitely isn't as vibrant as it used to be. So the big Chinese arch that you just saw is actually the largest outside mainland China. It stands at about 13.5 metres high, and it was built because it symbolised the friendship between the two great seafaring cities. It's the focal point for Liverpool's annual Chinese New Year festivities, which are huge in the city, and the award-winning landmark has become one of Liverpool's most loved attractions. When Chinese New Year comes round, the city is dead. Everyone goes back home to see their family, all the restaurants are shut, all the takeaways are shut, and the city still holds its own celebration. That pretty much wraps this video up, but I am going to be deep diving into some more topics surrounding the working class cultures of Britain. So if you like this video and want to see more or support me, please subscribe, leave a like, comment. I am just getting started on my YouTube journey and I'm really excited to see where this goes. I'm on TikTok and Instagram as LGY Studio.